fuck, mate. It's like, and it's over for Disney. I mean, this is literally remember that South Park, right? When they went to the kids went to open their savings account and said, "Oh, we're going to put in a money market account. We're going to do this. We're going to," and it's gone, right? All your money's gone. Philip Bogart, did I say hello? I think I did, right? Bob Iger. Again, this is from Bloomberg, one of the straightest news sources you could possibly imagine. This is pucker beyond pucker, mate, right? But Bob Iger shifts from building an empire to a Disney yard sale, right? Netflix has just had its best month in years. I know! And Disney is looking to sell its TV assets. What does that mean for Doctor Who? Right? What does that mean for Doctor Who? That could be a lucrative asset they have, right? What happens if it gets sold to a company that has a board that doesn't want to go along the ESG route, right? That I'll tell you exactly what that means. Reshooting the Yasmin Finney scenes and the Jinx Monsoon scenes, right? That's exactly what it's going to mean. Now, it's getting close to November. Could it possibly happen? Unlikely. But I think the whole world's about to fall apart, right? I really do. It's certainly falling apart for Disney. Fine. Good afternoon from New York, and thank you to Buckley for the help with the pack newsletter. What the hell? What is this? While we get onto the major Disney news in a minute, let's look ahead at the big week for Netflix. The entire entertainment industry, the world leader in streaming TV, will report second quarter financial results on July 19th, and expectations are high. Shares of Netflix are up more than 90% since the market bottomed out in October, and the company is in its 11th best stock in the S&P index since then. Okay, well, I don't know what any of that means. Sounds like it's doing well. Investors and analysts are optimistic about the company's advertising business and its crackdown on password sharing. Now, they haven't really done that in Israel. Do they do that in America and England? Right, or Canada, like they really, because Netflix would really shrink in Israel really quickly, right? All that early when Disney Plus is up, yeah, you pay for a year up front. I don't know if we're going to continue. I mean, I don't really want to, and I'm really happy to ditch it. And there's not really enough on there to make me go, yeah, you're right. I got to have that. I don't know. New data from Antenna _Y. Okay, so June was Netflix's best quarter of domestic growth in years. That's good. About 3.5 million people signed up for Netflix. Last month's increase of more than 100% over its recent averages. Well, that's very good. Okay, Netflix is doing well. But I think people are getting pissed off with Disney, right? Basically. Fine. Bob Iger built Disney into the world's most powerful entertainment company by acquiring Pixar and destroying it, Marvel and destroying it, and Lucasfilm by destroying it. And now he's looking to downsize, right? Iger put roughly a third of the company up for sale this week. Fuck me. Okay, that's a lot. Declaring Disney's linear TV assets non-core. That includes networks ABC, FX, and Freeform. These are massive. ABC, I mean, like, losing ABC means losing ABC News, which is why they keep it, because they can use that as propaganda. He also said Disney is looking for a strategic partner for ESPN, mean to sell it. Although he's not willing to sell the whole thing, the company is already looking to sell or restructure its TV and streaming business in India. It's actually doing very well in India, weirdly. It's a stunning, if inevitable, turn of events for an executive who spent so much of his career working in TV, and for a company that's relied on cable networks for the majority of its profit. Before the pandemic, Disney's networks generated 35% or 24.8 billion, blimey, the company's revenue, and more than 50% of the 7.5 billion of its operating income. Again, it just sounds like a lot of money, right? So again, this is like the financial press. Right, this is they're not dressing it up, right? I doubt they're going to recognize the wokeness is the calls from it, right? Because I don't know, you need like relentless industry analysts to tell them that for like 6 months, but maybe I don't know. Hopefully they mention that. Let's see. Is this some of the Bud Light effect? Yet the accelerating decline of cable has limited Iger's options. He thought he solved the problem with Disney Plus and Hulu, his two mass-market streaming services, but the streaming business is expected to register a loss of $800 million. Really? What, with classics like Willow and was it Marvel Girl? Was it Marvel Miss Marvel? Right? That with everything you've done has been shit. Nobody's wanted to say. The only thing that were running good were Mandalorian first couple of seasons. I like the first one, the third one, but nobody else did, right? The only thing that people like in your entirety of your range, Disney Plus, right? No one likes any shit that you've done, right? Here, let's look at Marvel series. Marvel series. Secret Invasion, shit. I'm saying it's boring, right? It's absolutely boring. Loki, yeah, let's bring in a female Loki. Fuck Tom Hiddleston. We'll replace it with a chick, right? Echo, is that the one that haven't released? Agatha Covenant Chaos. Yeah, right. No, again, Werewolf of London, I didn't see, nor I saw a bit of Moonlight. Ironheart, piss off. Nobody cares. Miss Marvel, forget it, right? What If? They're all shit. Apart from like Daredevil, that was on Netflix. WandaVision, Iron Fist. No, Iron Fist was on. That also was shit. Actually, all things considered. Miss, was it She-Hulk Attorney at Law? Are you happy that you trolled your audience now? Right? Because you own those. You own the Republicans, didn't you? Oh yeah. Right. Well done. Good for you, moron. Go woke. Go freaking broke, right? I can't believe this isn't a bigger story on like the fan press right now. Fine, 800 million loss. Fuck me. So that makes Indiana Jones not so bad. Only 250 million loss. Management chase streaming subscribers at unsustainably low prices to goose the launch of Disney in 2019, and now seeking to raise prices without alienating customers. Bye-bye. There's nothing on that anybody wants, right? It's like on your back catalog, maybe. I like the alien stuff. I can put the for sale sign up during an interview with CNBC in Sun, Idaho. What was that? Management chase. Disney lost 4 million subscribers in the last quarter. Yeah. I can put a for sale sign up at an interview in CNBC in Sun Valley, Idaho, home to the annual summit of media and tech. I mean, who do you think would want to buy ABC? I mean, I don't know. It's like ABC just seems to be. Why would you want it? It's like really like why would you want that? I mean, you don't have such great stuff for your streaming service on that. So I can put a for sale sign up during blah blah blah. The conference has long served as an incubator for an incubator for. Where is it? And I've totally lost my place. I will for sale, blah blah blah. As long as there was an incubator of some of the media industry's most high-profile deals, the source of endless photos and executive walking in Patagonia vests. Okay, it's not clear how serious Iger is about selling the entire TV networks. ABC, for example, is key to retaining NBA rights. FX has been a key supplier of programming for Hulu. I don't think they care, which Iger plans to keep in the Disney portfolio. Good luck, mate. Right? Yeah, Iger's NBC interview was unmistakably a distress call. Again, this is the normie press, right? Disney is contractually obligated to buy Comcast 1/3 stake in Hulu. Yeah, okay, a deal that would value the business at least $27.5 billion, right? It's also wrestling with colossal debt piled up stemming from its $71.3 billion of 21st Century Fox. Exactly. The sale of the TV business could fetch $8 billion. Well, not really enough, is it? According to Wells Fargo analysts, which would largely offset the cost of acquiring a piece of Hulu it doesn't own. Well, no, about a third of it, actually. Little less than a third. Most potential shooters for linear TV networks are financial entities like private equity firms that will milk them for cash as they decline into obscurity. I guess, right? Again, is this that they're doing this now, right? I think is much worse news for them, right? That they're having to announce this like publicly. They're not doing a deal in the back room. The list of interested parties in the ESPN is longer and could include tech giants like Apple, as well as sports companies like Fanatics and the streaming side of sports giant ESPN Plus. Remains more of a niche business, but Disney continues to signal its offer. It will offer all of ESPN outside the cable bundle. Iger came back to Disney last November after Bob Chapek was fired in the weekend at a Elton John concert. As last November, a conquering hero eager to rescue the country. Why did you think he was? Right? You're insane. You're going to come from Bob Chapek, his successor and predecessor. Okay, all of Chapek's problems was made by Bob Iger. Although, look, here's the problem. Let's say you buy Disney. You've got like this toxic work environment. I mean, like, let's say you buy Lucasfilm. You have to fire, like, it's going to take a long time to work out who to fire. I mean, just a lot of people, right? Just a lot of people. After receiving a deadline a few years, seriously took seriously Iger's inability to relinquish control his first stint of CEO. After receiving a 2-year contract extension in the past week, Iger has 3 more years to clean up the big mess. Well, look, you just got flop after flop coming out, right? That also includes a slowdown in the company's theme park business, a series of misses of the company's film division, and the strike by Hollywood. Yes! Can that be the thing that finally brings you all down? Brings down this entire house of cards? That would be fantastic, right? Nothing would make me happier. I mean, I don't know. Maybe a blowjob from a 23-year-old Scarlett Johansson. Actually, maybe a few hours of just pure sexual gratification with a team of 3 23-year-old Scarlett Johanssons. Yeah, that sounds about right. I know. 20. There's 1 second. 23-year-old Scarlett Johansson. What year is that from? Okay, so I like the third one, right? So Scarlett. Let's just look how old she is now. So how old was she 23? So she's 30. She was born in 84. So 94, 2004, 2007. So Scarlett Johansson, 2007. Let's see what that was. Yes, I was right. Okay, 100%. Yes, a 23-year-old Scarlett Johansson. Pretty feminism. Oh, so much better. So much better for everyone. Yes. So yes. That would give me more pleasure. But not much, right? Not much, because I just like Disney getting slaughtered. That's just so great, right? So freaking fantastic. Where are we up to? Bye, Scarlett. We'll come back to you later. 1 second. Yeah, we'll do copy image address. Doink. There you go. Much better for it. Yes. As I said, a 23-year-old Scarlett Johansson. Yes, Scarlett. I think you're right. Okay. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Fine. Rumors have long swirled that Iger will end up selling Disney to Apple. Yes. I want to say is Disney and Apple. It's hard to imagine Iger selling Disney to anyone. He was always a builder, not a seller. No, he was always a shyster. He was always full of shit, right? But Bob the Builder is doing a little more cutting this time around. Iger's comment should spook his peers. If a diversified company like Disney is baiting its cable networks What does that mean for the companies like Paramount Global and Warner Brothers Discovery Inc.? That they're fucked, right? But again, they completely miss the point of why this is happening, because they've disconnected from their audience. They've gone woke and gone broke, right? Bottom line, is this it? Is it? Greg Clark's Mad Him. Oh, this was the one. WDW News Today. Breaking: Bob Iger considering selling streaming services and other assets, may sell entire empire. Right? So, yeah. Okay. I remember why I so much like going to Disney World now. I don't know if this is under the sea, but it's certainly a wet dream for me. So writer's strike, yeah, and he's got all this flack from talking crap about the writer's strike and actors strike. He's saying, look, they're so yeah, Ron Perlman, famous moron. Where is it? Had some thoughts on this.
Before I get off this, the motherfucker who said we're going to keep this thing going until people start losing their houses and their apartments.
Yeah, that's management plan. They're doing better, just waiting, right? They're doing better, not touching anything, right? It really is genuinely better for them to just shut up. I mean, who won the streaming wars? Sony, because they didn't start a streaming service.
Listen to me, motherfucker.
This is hard, man. You're an actor, you pussy. You're about 80 as well.
There's a lot of ways to lose your house. Some of it is financial. Some of it is karma. And some of it is just figuring out who the fuck said that. And we know who said that. And where he fucking lives.
Yeah, dude, you're if you say you know who it is and you're saying you know where he lives, you just threaten them. I think he deleted this from Twitter.
There's a lot of ways to lose your house. You wish that on people. You wish that families starve while you're making $27 fucking million a year for creating nothing. Be careful, motherfucker. Be really careful. Because that's the kind of shit that stirs shit up.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Yeah, dude, that's not really a peace out kind of thing to say. Right? That really isn't. Right, dude? You need to chill out a little bit on that one. So, yeah, listen. Disney's going down. What's it mean for Doctor Who? It depends who buys it. It depends when it's bought. Okay, I'll tell you what it means in the short term. That nothing's certain, right? Yes, they're making Doctor Who with Disney as their international distributing partner. Rusty Davis does not know if Doctor Who will be airing on Disney in November. He doesn't know if it's going to be airing in Disney in Christmas. He doesn't know if it's going to be airing on Disney next year, right? He doesn't know. It's all up in the air, right? It's genuinely all in the air. It could go a million different ways. It means Rusty Davis is shitting himself, right? Because they put all their eggs into this basket, right? Disney, the most powerful streamer in the world. Yay, we made that deal, right? And they're very happy about it. And clearly you can see why the deal was made. They're very ideologically aligned. But Disney are pervert groomers, and apparently so's Russell. So it all works out well. But yeah, I don't know. Everything's shot. so you would have thought editing it together, we will certainly get season 1. But would we want it? I mean, again, my hope is that like a company like Daily Wire buys it, right, and strips out the wokeness. That'd be fantastic. And you say that's crazy, right? You say that's crazy. How many of these massive failures? Why are they having all these massive failures that we see in genre? Mismanagement, because they're morons. They have no idea. What moron thought that Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny movie would do anything other than embarrassing failure? What moron possibly thought that movie could have worked? Again, you had A beloved character that you took a shit on, gave him a miserable life, and made him unrecognizable from that beloved character. Introduce Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Let's face it, most people would rather have a finger up their ass than Phoebe Waller-Bridge as Indiana Jones. And I'm not talking about, a well-manicured finger at that. Honestly, I would. Leave me alone, right? And who thought it would be a good idea? Kathleen fucking Kennedy, right? And you look at Kathleen Kennedy and how much she's failed. This is normal corporate malfeasance, right? This is normal corporations that have no idea, literally no idea what they're doing. And just like they have no idea what they're doing with their content, they have no idea what they're doing with their business, right? So if Disney's around by November, if Disney's around by December, if Disney's around by next year, I don't know. It might be on Netflix, right? It really might be going down. But Karney said, what more on Kathleen Kennedy? Yeah, but there's nobody in the entire company, this billion-dollar company, that go, oh, that's stupid. That's obviously going to fail, right? Nobody. Like it's beyond belief, right? I know there's been investors trying to take over, but I don't know. So Matthew Barrow says Barbie tanks Shooty is screwed. You are correct there. I believe you're correct. And I think Phoebe Waller-Bridge, I mean, she's going to be on TV, right? Are you a person who really liked Indy 5? Yeah, it was shit. You are literally the only person, Psychic Beast. But we love you anyway, right? It was shit. The character was unrecognizable from Indiana Jones. Go and watch Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. As you meet him, he's Indy, right? And that isn't it. When you meet this character, he's not Indiana Jones. Right, he's a sad, beat-up, old, lonely man, right, living in a shitty little apartment in New York, right? That's not Indiana Jones at all, right? So it's and then the story was, how MAGA CIA operatives made an alliance with defecting Nazis to go back in time, and I mean, like they wanted to say that. Anybody voting for Trump is really a Nazi. That was something really important to them. Morons, right? Because there's only 70 million of those people, right? And you want to say, and it was just the whole thing was about launching Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and they didn't launch her very well. She wasn't a likable character. So yeah, look, I'm glad that you liked it. I'm glad that somebody liked it. I hated it, right? It just didn't strike me as Indiana Jones movie at all. But anyway, it fell completely, and everybody could see it coming a mile away. It failing completely, and it fell completely. We can still look at Disney slate, right? Hang on a second. Here we go. Disney upcoming movies. Disney upcoming movies. One second. Share screen. So you got Haunted Mansion. Don't know anything about it. I think that won't do terribly, right? I think it's got low expectations, and I think it will do okay. Marvel's ton of money on it, gonna tank hugely. Next Goal Wins, never heard of it. Wish, who knows? Snow White. Oh boy, is that gonna tank? And the MCU, I mean, like, they destroyed the MCU. Like, that cash cow. It's like the incredible thing is they had the entirety of the MCU mapped out, right? They could have just kept on making those movies, right? Just follow what's in the what's worked in the comics and not what's failed in the comics. So yeah, is there any new news about this? Yeah. So what's it mean for Doctor Who? We don't know. It means Rusty Davies is shitting himself. Is what it means, right? My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.